A lot of people ask us, why do you go to Talamanca and do ministry? The answer is simple. It's the most unreached place in Costa Rica.
Talamanca suffers because of the lack of knowledge of Jesus. Physical poverty and material poverty is probably the least of their problems, although it is a problem. They suffer great witchcraft, they suffer domestic violence, they suffer addictions, they suffer abuse within the family, towards their children, towards the women. They suffer great disunity. Although it's a community that all live in the same condition, instead of pulling together and trying to move forward together, everyone fights for themselves, and so there's great disunity here.
So as we start working here in Talamanca, we start developing friendships. We invite the leaders and we say, how can we serve? How can we see transformation, holistic transformation to the peoples in Talamanca? And we felt from the Lord that He was telling us, we need to focus and you need to get into a place to have an OM base, a place that the gospel can be preached, that can be missionaries trained and sent out. And the idea is that we can work in unity. It's not just OM coming here, it's not just the church, it's a whole effort of different people. We want to use this ministry center to do two things. One is to bring the gospel to 3 specific communities that are unreached.
We want to be able to bring in a very practical, real way, Jesus. Speak Jesus and truth into the lives, into their lives. And when Jesus is the center, good things can happen. And that's really what we want, that they can see Jesus in us and have Jesus be the center and coming into their life situations, bringing real transformation.
The second vision and objective for this project is that it can be a missionary training center for nationals and for natives. So we can bring them here to Talamanca, get them exposed to our culture, to our peoples here. And if they want to go to China, India, and to the ends of the earth, we can actually train them here locally and equip them to be missionaries. We are on the way to pick up Angela. Angela is a good friend of OM in our ministry here. Angela comes from a very, very broken past, very exposed to witchcraft. When I enter to her house, I say, there's something wrong. This place is very dark and we need to bring some light. So when we start going to the house, we say, Angela, you know, we want to share with you about Jesus and why are we here. And I would say that after a few years of friendship, she's starting to understand the message of Jesus and His transforming hope. Angela has 4 kids with disability, physical disability. They, after 13, 14 years old, they start to develop a disease. They can actually function and move, go to the bathroom. Saluda a la cámara, ¿ve? Allá. Alberto, Anselmo, buenos amigos de OM.
Yo creo que Dios es bueno, Dios es bueno. Dios lo trajo de ese lado de Gavilán. Yo sé que Dios lo trajo. ¿Quién va a regalar colchón? ¿Quién va a regalar cobija? Nadie. Ni familia, ni lo que sea, nada. Nada. Así estoy. Cuando Ale regaló cobija, Ale mandó cobija para tratando para mí, tratando yo así, todos los días. Por gracia, por eso estoy a ese lado. Por gracia que ahora estoy más mejor campo, digo yo, más mejor campo.
Yes, it is uncomfortable, it is wet, it is hot, but that's the place that we need to have missionaries, we need to have people, we need to have teams to make sure that we can do discipleship, that we can make sure that people understand the gospel of Jesus. So we are compelled by the love of Christ, and we have no doubt that Jesus has a purpose for this place and that He has called us to come here.